Hey traders, Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. How you doing? Hey, it's Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. Looking forward to this upcoming week. It should be interesting, and it may be a little slow just because we're going into the Thanksgiving holiday. Before we get started, well, first of all, I'm going to talk about 5 charts, the SPY, maybe the Qs. Depending on the time, we'll get into the Qs. I'm going to talk about Meta. I'm going to talk about Amazon. I'm going to talk about TMQ, and I'm going to talk about UNG. But first, hey, it's Black Friday. So the Hit and Run Candlestick Black Friday sale, what we have is 2 months for the price of 1. It's really simple. You buy the first month, you get the second month free. Then we have the annual. If you buy, or members, if you upgrade to an annual, you'll get 6 months free. Now we have the lifetime, and the lifetime is $1,874. Basically, it's about the price of the annual times 2 is what it is. So if you're interested in the 2 months for the price of 1, 6 months free, or the lifetime membership, check below in the YouTube video. You should see that those links right in there if you're interested. If you have any questions, you can certainly get a hold of me at rick@ricksadler.com. Okay, let's talk about the market here. All right, we're going to talk about the long charts, and I'll explain why. And tomorrow at our pre-market, 9:30 Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, we're live pre-market, so feel free to join us on YouTube, Facebook, or X. You'll see us go live there. But I'll be talking more about some short trades tomorrow morning. Right now, let's talk about the market, SPY. So let me get there we go. So what we've got here is the trend indicator. That's the red dot right there. And then we've got the T-line, or the 8 EMA. That's the black line. And then, of course, we have price. Well, price is below the 8. The 8's below the trend indicator. And we're below that 50-period moving average. So I have to be bearish on this. And so why am I going to look at some long charts? I'll show you here in just a sec. Okay, hang on. So I have to be bearish here because my trend is bearish. Now, let's go to the candlesticks here. We've got a bullish Hiromi. We're bouncing right off the 100 SMA, and we could get a little bit of a lift to the upside. We could. And it's going to take quite a bit to get us bullish again. In fact, for me to be happy, we're going to have to be over this 474 area, basically these highs right here, and then this candle right over here. So we need to be above that. Now, we can certainly get there. I don't think we're going to get there in 1 day or even 2 days for that matter. But we could certainly, mosey our way up, probably pull back a little bit, and let's see if it can't get through. On the bearish side, if we give up that 100-period moving average, then the next moving average I'm going to look at, or the next target area, is going to be this 633 area there. And then we'll look lower if we do fail that. Again, join us tomorrow morning. It's free. Everybody's invited. We'll talk about some short charts just in case the market doesn't lift up a little bit. All right, now let's take a look at those stocks that I talked about. Okay, how about Meta? All right, so why am I looking at Meta? In fact, I bought some METU Friday. METU, that's a single stock ETF for Meta, a little cheaper, not quite as expensive. Well, a couple of things. I just nibbled on it a little bit. We have the 500-period moving average right here. And if the market gets going, then this will be, I think, Meta's a champion company, so I do believe that they go higher. The question is, will it be from here? Well, like I say, I just nibbled a tiny bit. I'll add, if we start getting bullish, and I can see it's actually going to hold here. But some of these companies that are crazy oversold right now could pay handsome down the road. Now, it's not that, I just bought a tiny little bit, so nothing to get too excited about. But if it does show that strength, I'll get in it. If it doesn't and it shows weakness, then I'll simply get out of it and wait till that next move. Bottom line is I'm watching Meta for a reverse backup when this market turns bullish. Another stock that I'm doing the same thing with is Amazon. I think Amazon goes higher down the road. Will it be right here? Well, we're going to have to see. We've got a bullish piercing candle right at the 200 period moving average. It's going to have to get through this area right there, 226, before it really, before it's showing its bullish colors above that 226 level. So we may see something like this. Let me draw on that. There we go. Once it starts moving up, if we get through that line, I suspect we'll see a test, and this might offer some buying in here. Now, I happen to think, as far as an investment goes, Amazon goes higher. So I'll be looking at this for a little bit longer term. Again, taking a look at the market and so many stocks being oversold right now that they could be good buys on this dip. So watching it closely, and of course, members, I'll alert on anything there. All right, now let's take a look at TMQ. There we go. TMQ popped up pretty nice. I'm going to erase this and redo it. There we go. There we go. There we are. So TMQ, from these highs down to the most recent low, this will be the 50% relief rally area. That's quite a ways up there. We're looking at that 63%. So I don't have to be in a big hurry to buy it, although I will be very interested in it if we do start to break out above these candles here, okay? Our areas that we're going to look at for targets, let me grab my pencil here. We're going to look at about this $5 range, right where that line is. And then we'll look at that $6.50 range. And then this will be the 50% relief rally retracement back up. And then we've got the 61.8 fib line right here. So there's plenty good targets along that way. Plenty good places to take some profits off the table. And there's plenty room to be patient and let it tell you when it's ready. And of course, we want the market to be on our side. And the market's not exactly on our side right now. So it's not that I'm going to run into this, rush tomorrow. I'm going to save it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to scope it out. And then I'm going to pounce on it when the time is right. The next one I'm looking at, actually, I'm in this one, UNG. UNG here, you can see that. Here, let me grab my little pencil. There we go. You can see right here, this line right there, that line right there. You can see that we came up and we tested that area, which, between 14 and a quarter. And then you see we've come up to that relief rally retracement area here. What's that, about 1450, something like that, almost 15. The next area will be about 1550 to 1575, and that's the 61.8 fib line retracement. We get up here. Now we're getting into the 200 period moving average and the 500 period moving average, which is right there, around that 16 and a quarter. More than likely, the trade will be plenty over for me personally once we get up here. So right now, UNG is looking pretty good. I like that. Again, please remember that tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time in the morning, when we go live, we'll be live on YouTube, Facebook, and X. That's right, X. And there we will be talking about maybe some short trades setting up. Of course, we'll know what the market is doing pre-market as well, and we'll kind of lean that direction. All right, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Remember our Black Friday sale, 2 months for the price of one, 6 months free when you buy an annual, and then we have the lifetime, which is basically 2 annuals, and then you're done for life with us. Love to have you there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to leave a thumbs up, leave comments. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You guys all take care.